Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Muhammad Fahmi Mustaqim bin Mazlan and I'm from Polytechnic Unkuama. My matric card number is 10DPU20F103C and I'm diploma air conditioning and refrigerant. Today I want to show the slide that I made for I'm learning the air conditioning and refrigerant control system 1. So my lecturer is Mr. Muhammad Nazrin bin Nahar. Okay. The purpose of this slide is to show the type of pressure switch in a refrigerator system and function of it and how it works in the refrigerator system. Next, this is three type of pressure switch are commonly found in refrigerator system. Firstly is a low pressure switch, secondly high pressure switch, and thirdly and lastly is oil pressure switch. Firstly, for the pressure switch in the refrigerator system is a low pressure switch. Low pressure switch can be found at the suction line or connected to the side or connected to the low pressure side. So for the pressure for the low pressure is between 16 into the 75, depend on the system and the type of refrigerant. Next, how the low pressure switch work in the air conditioning system. So firstly, low pressure is can be happen when the refrigerant is not enough or has escaped or leak in the system. So when the low pressure happen, the low pressure switch is open and break the electrical supply to the compressor clutch, so it can be stop the compressor and the operation currently. Next is the high pressure switch. High pressure switch can be found at the high pressure side or at the discharge line. So the pressure for the high pressure switch is 215 psi G. So next is how the high pressure switch can work in air conditioning system. So firstly, we have to know how the high pressure can be happen in the compressor. So in the compressor, high pressure can be happen when the when the compressor in the high temperature condition because of the maybe is exposed to into the sun when the day is hot. So the function for the high pressure switch is cut current when pressure is high. So when the high pressure happen, the switch will open circuit the compressor clutch and the compressor will stop circulating refrigerant. The high pressure setting of the switch must correspond to the type of refrigerant in the system. So different refrigerant and system, different required setting and setting of the high pressure switch. Lastly, for the last type of the pressure switch in the air conditioning system is oil pressure switch. So we have to know what the function of oil is in a compressor. So oil is needed for lubrication of the compressor moving mechanical part for to make the compressor is moving smoothly. So oil also to minimize mechanical by reducing friction. So oil pressure is installed in the oil circuit of the engine. You can so we can see in the diagram on the side me. So the function of oil pressure is to use to break the circuit when there is a drop in the oil pressure in the compressor. Next, how the oil pressure switch work in air conditioning system. So firstly, when there is when the oil is not enough in the compressor, the diffusion switch will be closed. This action energizes the heater element if the starter rotor is closed. Next, the heater and the bimetallic blade are a time delay that will allow the compressor to move after reaching the breakpoint of the pressure switch. Next, this allows the compressor to build up to normal oil pressure. If it doesn't happen, bimetal in landing by the heater causing an open circuit. Lastly, the action will energize the holding loop on the motor starter and stop the compressor currently. As a closer, I would like to thank my lecturer, that is Mr. Hazin, for teaching me in this semester. And this slide is as proof for teaching me well in the control system class. So that's all for me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.